Thank you everyone for coming today. I'm really excited to share this topic with you. The topic is called workflow. And as you can imagine, those two words convey it's the flow or the way that we get work done. And you get work done, I get work done within a team most of the time. That's our structure, whether it's consulting or in the real world or at home. Whatever relationship you may be in, there is some kind of workflow and dynamic. So before I dive into it, I want to share one simple story that I think it will resonate with all of you. And then I have an ask for all of you. So here's the story. I see my manager before he walks into a meeting this morning, and he says, "Hey, can you by any chance grab me a cup of coffee?" I think he already knew I was going to Starbucks, so this was just a way to sort of make small talk, build a better relationship, ask for something that he needed. So I said, "Sure, no problem. What do you need?" So, as usual, he was like, extra shot of espresso, double caramel latte. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to Starbucks because that's where I was going to go anyway, but that's the only place where I guess he would like this from. So I get there, and there is a super long line. And I'm thinking, if this was just for me, I would have gone anywhere, corner bakery, Cargo Cafe, whatever. But I think that he really prefers the coffee from Starbucks, so I'll wait in line. Now, if I didn't have any meetings, or if I wasn't rushing, that would be an easy decision. I would just wait. I was tasked with something, I would deliver on it. However, if I was in a rush, I would need to make a decision, whether or not it was worth the wait. And to make that decision, I would need to know a couple of things that my manager cares about. So for example, does he just need a coffee as a wake-up? Or does he need the Starbucks coffee because it tastes good? Or was he simply trying to make a conversation with me in the hallway and it wasn't really about the coffee to begin with? So, I would like to ask you about a task that you have assigned to somebody recently. And maybe there is a lack of clarity about that task. And now that task could be just recently assigned, or it could be something that has already completed, and you don't think that you got the result that you wanted out of it. So here's an opportunity to maybe do a role play at the end and figure out how you can improve that relationship and the way in which you requested the task to be completed. Okay, so I'll take a step back away from that situation. How can you do things better in the future? How can you communicate your requests clearly, whether it is to your team, whether those are subordinates or upper management? As I mentioned, the methodology is called workflow. So as you can see already on the board, I have a flow diagram. It goes in a circle. There are 4 steps or stages of a workflow. The first stage is called a match. So for any type of a situation, there needs to be a customer and a performer. And there needs to be a match between the needs of the customer in terms of skills and delivery for something, and the skills of the performer. You can't ask, and you shouldn't ask, something from somebody that cannot deliver. It's simply unreasonable.